Today I just wanted to give everyone a quick update and share a method I stumbled on for how to make YouTube videos faster. Much faster, like 20 to 40 times faster. So I did finally finish my latest video edit yesterday, but I have decided to wait on making it public until probably this Monday or maybe even next Monday so I can try to make a few more videos as a buffer, finally get off this hamster wheel and get consistent with my content. Normally I'm happy about finishing video. This time, I was a little frustrated on account of it taking so long, despite the effort I put into making this last video faster. I think this is because from one point of view, touch time, or the amount of time I actually spent working on the video, it's been my fastest one yet. Only 1 week to script, shoot, and edit, not counting ideation and research I did for it. From another point of view, duration, it took me 3 weeks to get another video done since my last upload. But that time period does include 4 to 5 videos worth of ideation and research I did since then. This isn't working. Content creation can only be 50% of my time or less right now if I'm going to make this work. So here's what I plan to do. And maybe if you are in the same situation, trying to build an audience, making YouTube content on the side, or make content about what it is you do, then maybe this can help you too. And don't worry, I'm going to get to my breakthrough for how to make YouTube videos faster in just a minute here, but I want to say this other part first because I think my breakthrough may not work unless I get this next part right. Right now I'm sitting on 4 to 5 videos worth of ideas and research, including another video that is already half done. So I'm going to sprint and see how long it takes me to get 4 total videos done before I worry about publishing them all and all the extra work and emotion and distraction, etc. that comes with publishing. Once I have a better idea of how long a 4 video batch takes to make, then I will decide what my publishing schedule will be here on YouTube and start publishing again. Then I'm going to time box my time and spend 50% of my time on my actual business and 50% of my time working on my YouTube channel, which I am treating as a second business, and then ping pong back and forth. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but there are 2 major glimmers of hope here. First, the video I just finished was 15 minutes long, so almost 2x longer than it really had to be, so I could have gotten 2 videos done for the same amount of work. Second, I think I may have stumbled onto a breakthrough for how I can make YouTube videos faster that will work for my content that I want to share with you now. You see, before I started editing my last video in this last week, I actually spent an entire day creating and editing screen captures to document my video production workflow. I had to do this because when I sat down to edit my latest 15-minute video, I realized I had forgotten parts of my own process for how I do that. So as I worked on refreshing my memory, I created some screen captures and some pages in Notion where the screen captures will get embedded, along with some other documentation on my workflow. Now, originally, I didn't plan to edit those much, just cut out a couple mistakes I had made while shooting them. So I pulled the first one right into Final Cut and started scrubbing through the footage, realizing that figuring out where the mistakes were would be much faster in Adobe Premiere with the text-based editing feature, which is where I normally start in my process. Text-based editing, in case you haven't heard of that before, is a relatively new feature of Adobe Premiere and some other editors out there like DaVinci Resolve, where dialogue in raw footage gets transcribed by AI and linked to the video, so you can essentially edit the video like you're editing a document. The feature is pretty powerful because it can automatically remove pauses between takes and retakes for you in just seconds, making it possible to produce rough cuts in just an hour or 2. So I started the edit on my screen capture over and imported the video into Adobe Premiere, and then I had another idea. While I was there, I thought, hey, instead of just removing a couple mistakes I've made, why don't I also try removing the pauses and see if the video still works as a tool to teach someone else my process. I figured it should only take a few seconds, and if it chops up the screen capture too much, I can just undo it. But the result was actually great, except for every once in a while, there was a filler word. But wait, Premiere can remove those too. I was still a little worried that a screen capture video would become just too choppy to follow after removing the filler words. But after I removed the fillers and watched the video all the way through, I realized that it was actually really good, and that's when it hit me. In just 5 minutes, Premiere turned a 15-minute unscripted screen capture into a pretty good 8-minute video I could probably publish straight to YouTube. If I were to round that up to an hour or even 2 hours for videos created with this method, to allow for some time for research and maybe even some slight tweaks to the edit to make it better, then compared to that last video that I worked on for about 40 hours, we are talking about a speed up of 20 to 40 times faster. It worked pretty well for my internal videos, so I'm going to give it a shot on a video for the channel here really soon. If you are interested in trying this method out for yourself, it will require the paid versions of editing software like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve Studio Edition that offer text-based editing. But I think it's totally worth it. You can get monthly deals on a Premiere subscription for just about 20 bucks a month. And I've tried Descript and looked at Time Bolt and others, and nothing has come close to Premiere yet, in my opinion, so again, totally worth it. If you have a suggestion on how I could make YouTube videos even faster, please leave it in the comments. So that's the update on my channel and my breakthrough method, but it's probably going to be a couple more weeks before I release another video, but hopefully my uploads will be more consistent after that. Like this video if you found it helpful and think it will save you time. Please subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to follow me on my journey, which you can learn about in this next video, which is about why I quit my job to become an entrepreneur full-time, right here, and I'll see you in the next one.